girls, and welcome back to my channel. So on this video, I'll be doing a review of this fairly new foundation from Rare Beauty. This is Rare Beauty's Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. So on their website, it's described as think no makeup in a bottle, easy to throw on with just your fingers. The super comfortable, breathable tinted formula blends like a moisturizer into a smooth, hydrated, naturally radiant finish. Instantly blurs and evens out skin tone while reducing the look of pores and fine lines. Long-lasting coverage, so weightless it actually moves with your skin instead of setting into it, meaning it wears evenly and you always look and feel like you. It comes in 24 flexible shades to fit a range of skin tones without ever leaving an ashy undertone. It also has their signature botanical blend of lotus, gardenia, and white water lily that soothes and nourishes skin. It also has vitamin E that moisturizes and softens while protecting skin against free radical. And this one also has SPF in it. It has SPF 20. And what's unique about this foundation is they actually combined mineral sunscreen and chemical sunscreen. So those two sunscreen is in this foundation. And I got the shade 30N, which is a medium with golden neutral undertone, which I think is the perfect shade for me. This retails for 38 Canadian dollars, and I find that this is actually cheaper than other tinted moisturizer. I know that the Fenty Beauty one is 42 Canadian dollars, just a $3 difference. And then I can also compare this with the Charlotte Tilbury's Skin Foundation, which is 55 Canadian dollars. So this is the cheapest among the three when it comes to tinted moisturizers. So let's look at our try-on. Sorry, I'm going to do a voiceover on my try-on because I thought I put my mic on, but apparently it was off. So sorry if my video and my voice would be in a different timing, but you know, things happen, so let's just go with the try-on. So just a little background, I have oily combination skin. I also have big pores on the side of my cheeks and hyperpigmentation on the top of my cheeks. So the consistency of this foundation is not too runny. On their website, it says that the best way to apply this is with your fingertips, so that's what I did. And just always make sure to shake the bottle, especially when working with tinted moisturizers. This foundation is super easy to blend. It really feels like a moisturizer and it smells like an oat moisturizer, like those baby moisturizer for sensitive skin. It doesn't have any oats in it though when I check, so it might be coming from the lotus or the gardenia and the white water lily. But the scent is very calming. I find that it helps using a patting motion on areas where I need more coverage when using this foundation. So this is one drop of foundation and the side without the foundation. I find that the coverage is really light, but you can see that it really helps in evening out my skin tone and it helps reduce the look of redness on my face. My hyperpigmentation is still very visible, but I really like how my face felt like it is very well moisturized. It also shows some glow and overall it makes my skin look very healthy. So I added another drop of foundation. And I concentrate on the middle parts of my cheeks where I needed more coverage. And again, I did a patting motion with my fingers so that I can really layer this foundation on. So this is how it looks like with 2 drops of foundation. And the side without the foundation. I was curious to see how it would look like using a sponge. So on the other side, I applied it with my fingers and then blend it with a sponge. Side note, I also already primed my face with an e.l.f. Put It Primer. So first impressions, I really like how this feels on my face. It doesn't feel like a foundation. It really feels like a very light moisturizer on. When it comes to coverage, it didn't really cover the hyperpigmentation on the top of my cheeks, and it didn't really help in blurring out my pores completely, but it really helps in evening out my skin tone, and the veins on my face doesn't look too visible and the redness is not really showing too. And overall, it really gives me that healthy looking skin. So I finished the rest of my makeup at this point, and this was the fastest time I have ever done my makeup. I was aiming for a no makeup look, like, you know, that clean girl look that we always see on TikTok, which I think is very relative with this foundation. I used the Rare Beauty Cream Blush, and to set my makeup, I used the Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finishing Setting Powder, which I think helps to blur out my pores, especially on the side of my cheeks. So I think this foundation plus this powder is a great combo. Overall, I think that this foundation made me look very fresh and put together very quickly without it looking heavy, and it just looks very natural on. I left the high points of my cheeks without powder so we can still see that glow. Now let's do the photo test. This is my photo with flash and without flash. It didn't have any flashback even though it has sunscreen in it. And this doesn't really alter how I look like. Like when I look at the mirror, this is how I look like. And it is being captured well on the camera. Just looking very, very natural. So as seen in the photos, there's no flashback. It looks very natural on photos and on videos. I'm looking at my face right now and I feel like it's just the perfect no makeup look. And I'm in love on how this foundation really feels on my face because it just feels super light. So the next test will be the wearability test. So I'll be keeping this foundation on for 5 hours and then I'll update you how it wears throughout the day, and then I'll give you my final thoughts about this foundation. So I was about to go out and I was checking my face. This foundation really melts onto my skin. Like, can you see any trace of foundation? Because I can't. Like, when they say that it really moves with your face, they really mean it. Like on some tinted moisturizer, when I apply it on, I can still see traces of like dots, so you'll know that I have foundation on. But with this, even up close, like there's no trace where the foundation is because it just seamlessly melts into my skin. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. I'll be back for the 5-hour update. So 6-hour update. I was supposed to just let this foundation stay for 5 hours, but I had a hair appointment, so it's already been on my face for 6 hours, and this is how it looks like. When it comes to coverage, I feel like it is now thinned out from the first time that I applied it on, but I still really appreciate how it looks like on my face because my face still looks even. The redness is still not showing through. I can still see my blush. And my biggest surprise is that my T-zone is not that oily. Because this tinted moisturizer, even when I just first applied it on, has the perfect balance of glow. Like, it doesn't look too radiant, it doesn't look too matte. Because of that perfect balance, it would really give you just that perfect, healthy looking skin. And that's really hard to find on radiant foundations or tinted moisturizer. And I'm just really amazed how it didn't claim to control oil, but it did on my face. Usually on the 6-hour, you can really see how oily my skin is, but this is just the perfect glow. And even when I touch it, it still have that satiny feel to my face. So I know that it's still there. The coverage, again, still a little thin out than the first time, but the foundation really stayed on my face for 6 hours. I think that it can give you up to medium coverage up to 4 hours, but I realized on the 5th hour and on the 6th hour it's really thinning out. But I really don't mind it because I still look put together. I still look like I have good skin. It still looks fresh. So I really like that about this foundation. And it doesn't really claim to be a full coverage foundation. It's supposed to be just an everyday tinted moisturizer. So I really appreciate this product on my face. So I think I'm ready to give you my final thoughts about this tinted moisturizer. So I'm giving this foundation a 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed using this foundation. I think that it is very true to its claim. It's very easy to use. You don't even have to have a tool to apply this on. You just need your fingers to apply it on your face. It also gives you that perfect amount of glow. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte, it's just the perfect balance. And because of that perfect balance, it would really give your face a very fresh and healthy looking skin glow. And I love that it's very undetectable. Even on the lenses of the camera and in person, you wouldn't know that I actually have foundation on because it really just melts into my skin. I didn't see any settling on my pores, and even though it didn't really blur out my pores completely, I love this two together, the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. These two together are amazing because this one could blur out your pores and it wouldn't give you a high coverage. And since this one doesn't really blur your pores too much, this could really help you blur your pores. So these two are a perfect match. And this is the lightest tinted moisturizer that I have ever tried. It really feels like a moisturizer more than a foundation, and I really agree that this could work for sensitive skin because this really reminds me of the baby lotion or the baby moisturizer. I've tried baby moisturizer on my face when my face is very sensitive, and it really reminds me of this tinted moisturizer. I also like that this one offers a sunscreen protection. It has SPF 20, and as I have mentioned before, the unique thing about this tinted moisturizer is that it combined physical and chemical sunscreen, so it's giving you the benefit of both have to offer. And I've never seen any tinted moisturizer combining those two, so that's very unique about this foundation. And I think the reason why they combine both is just to make sure that this foundation wouldn't have any flashback and it wouldn't look gray or it wouldn't have any white cast on. And as you can see on my photo test, it didn't have any flashback. And I also like the shade range that they offer. It didn't give me any grayish look. It really suits my skin tone very well. I also love that this is cruelty free, vegan, paraben free, and it's suitable for sensitive skin because this is dermatologically tested and it is non-comedogenic. And even though it didn't claim to have any oil controlling properties on this tinted moisturizer, I didn't look super oily. I still look like I have good skin. I still have that glow, but I don't look oily. So I really like that about this tinted moisturizer. So I can really recommend this for all skin types, maybe dry, oily combination, or even if you have sensitive skin. I think that this would suit anyone, especially if you're looking for a foundation or a tinted moisturizer for everyday wear. And if you're looking for a foundation that is so easy to apply, especially now that the trend is a no makeup look or a clean look where you look put together but you don't look like you have heavy makeup on, this would be the perfect foundation for that look. And again, it's very easy to use. It would really give you a fresh and glowing, healthy looking skin. It will really blend and melt into your skin. And I love foundations or tinted moisturizers that looks like skin, and by far this is the one that really looks like your skin. Like, it's almost undetectable. So yeah, obviously I really enjoyed and love using this foundation. So that's it for my review. If you have any questions that I didn't cover on this review, just comment down below and I would love to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much again, dolls, for watching. And if you learned something from this video, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated once a new video is out. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you in my next one.